Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. It's about 10:15 East Texas time, and I just wanted to stop, slow down, and chill out for a minute, kind of connect with everybody. How's everybody been doing? I would like to dig in here for a card. Let's see. We kind of been going so fast. So Angelica is going to kind of usher in our little devotional. Warm thoughts to cheer you, greeting card. Beautiful irises. This card is from 1993. Pansies. Oh, these are the pansy ones. Always stand for thoughts. That's why these were picked out, especially to remind you that you're being thought about. I think, have we looked at some pansies before? They say these are pansies, but they're not. But anyway, the sentiment is there. How's it been? I'm going to do a reading in a little bit. It's like our spiritual. It's going to come from this book we like. We're going to keep reading a chapter there. And maybe chat a little bit. So we'll end the video with that. Some of you like it and some of you don't, and that's fine. I'm just getting situated. Yeah, stuff is moving out. I am going on Friday morning. My friend's like, why are you waiting till Monday? Just go Friday morning. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense, which is the 1st anyway. So we'll go Friday morning and get that out to y'all. The last 2 or 3 videos, these are the things that did not sell. We'll let Angelica. How about Buttercup? Buttercup, I don't think we've ever had you up here for long. She's Angelica's little friend, a fairy, and she likes butterflies. When I was a kid, one of my memories, I think I was 4, I was playing with a little boy in the apartment complex, and we would pick these little yellow flowers. This was in Pennsylvania, and hold them. It was a beautiful sunny day. Hold them under the chin, and you could see the reflection under your chin. Now, he must have showed me that, because I know I didn't come up with that. And I've always called them buttercups, but they're not. So a couple things that didn't sell in the last... there's a friend of mine on here, and she's like, well, I don't see the sellout, but we'll just look, and I don't remember. We're just going to show you some of the things, and you can contact me tomorrow if you want to add them. I don't remember the prices. You can shoot me a price, or I don't know. It's usually going to be $4. This is a cool slider, Texas, that didn't sell. And yeah, I'm processing like 300 comments a video, close to it, I think. And it's been interesting. This was a freebie. It was a brooch that was, there's the little clasp. And that's a freebie, still available. This is a freebie, still available. I think these just got lost because it was in the video. It wasn't. Oh, a lady, hello, in France, Brittany, France. Her husband is Japanese, and this means long life, I believe she said. And this didn't sell, and it's got some stones. Little stones, pretty, with, I'm not going to say Billy Bob's relatives, but this got lost on people. I'm doing a video. Just a minute. Here, I'll show you. Hang on, I'm coming to talk to you. Did you need to talk to me? her dad's in the hospital, and he's in his early 80s, and he's in Laredo, and maybe they had some good news. I don't know. It's late. She's been on the phone with her sister. It's green faceted stone, and look at these crystals at the bottom of this. I am at 18 on the set. I came on, I wasn't going to talk money, but I know somebody's going to want it. Maybe that's why it didn't sell. But there's just so much, and this would be your bracelet. And Joan Rivers didn't sell. It's ribbon with plastic on felt. Kind of unusual. And, you know, you can say, well, you take whatever. I don't remember what I had on that one. I guess $14 is too high for a sterling pin that's vintage from Washington, but I don't think so. Let me see, is it Washington? Yeah, the Texas Capitol looks like that, but I don't see anything about it being Texas. Let me just get it out of here. That might have been a problem. So, I still have my treasure chest. I'm not selling my treasure chest stuff. Turquoise and chunky silvers with the stones in the rings. We'll look at it sometime. I've done a video somewhere on it, but it's got more in it now. Some people are trying to, you know, buy bags from me that I have listed on eBay, but honestly, they're so heavy to ship, and I can make more off of them on a pop-up lot all day long than y'all could ever. So this young lady emailed me, and I gave her a price, but I think it was a fair price. But it might be too much for people, you know. It's just, you're talking about, oh, there I go on money, never mind. This was pretty nice. Dory, solid pewter. This was a Lion's Foundation, not sure. This was an old charm from the 1935 champions. I don't know who they were or what. Gosh, I miss the thrift store. This is crazy. They need to get a dadgum whatever for this thing. We picked up groceries. Well, I went to minimize exposure, so I went, and I'm wearing my mask, double mask, in the car, and they come out with, you know, my friend ordered it, and it's a whole month's worth of groceries, if you can imagine, because we're not doing it again for another month. And this is a small town. It's very rural, and we wouldn't have 30,000 people here if they weren't working for the university. We'd have like 12, and then the university has 12,000 when it's in session. But a lot of people living here are here because of the university. Now, somebody wanted this, but they're out of country, and I did not show, you know, the shipping to United States only thing on this one. This has been identified. It's been identified as a thermos tie clip. Thank you for identifying that. That was a freebie. Where's the other? Was that all the freebies? Yeah, those three. Sperry. I guess I was too high on those at 10, so you can always make me an offer on these. This is what's left of the 2 videos. But the stone, there's never any stones left, so something happened here. And I'm at 18 on that for those. And the bowling lady, such a cute vintage piece. Her foot is gone, but it's underneath this little heart. And the dolphin tricolored, it's not gold, pendant. So we pulled up, I pulled up, and they came out, and they were like, since it was so much, they were like, well, you coming in from the country? And I'm like, no, actually, I just live down the street. We're just buying for, you know, a whole month here for 2 people, a dog and a cat and some stray cats. So that was kind of funny. And then I saw my stepdad out there when he's not supposed to be going, but I guess my mom's okay with it. I can't cope with it anymore. It's okay. If I were retired and never had to leave the house until this was over, that's what I would do. But I'm busy here, and you know, and I'm blessed. A wise choice of winds. We'll talk about Olivia. She's doing okay. She's been falling. We'll talk about some other stuff when I read this. Flowers on the line. Mother's Day. And this is true story. A lady reminiscing about early times when she was growing up. Mother's Day and all the floors have been very busy with ribbons and pins and flowers. Snipping, arranging, boxing, preparing corsages for the honorees. I remember very clearly the last corsage I bought for my mother. I thought we've read this. We've read it. Okay, sorry. A flag for Grandpa. Some years ago, when I went to Nebraska for my 50th class reunion, I made a special effort to visit the cemetery where many of my relatives are buried. Both sets of grandparents are there, as are 19 aunts and uncles, and I don't know how many cousins. The cemetery is large and old and has aged gracefully, much of it shaded by towering trees that must have been no more than saplings when the first dust-to-dust ceremony was held there. I drove into the cemetery on the morning before Memorial Day, and it was already filled with color. Large flags on poles lined the curving entrance driveway, and small flags had been placed on the graves of war veterans. People were moving around with armloads of fresh-cut flowers to decorate the graves of relatives and friends. Peonies have been planted throughout the area, and the anxious question each May is whether or not they will be in bloom by Memorial Day. This year, they were only beginning to show color and would not put on that spectacular show for another week or so. There were no people with flowers in the older section of the cemetery. No flowers on the grave of Alexander Wilson or any of those nearby. Sometime after the Nebraska trip, I came across an address where one could write for the records of Civil War veterans. I sent them the name of Alexander Wilson and duly received his record, a rather sparse document giving not much more than his regiment number and years of service. Since my grandfather Wilson died 6 months before I was born, he has been nothing more to me than a name tied to a stern face, bearded gentleman in a stiffly posed family portrait. I imagine him to be a large, robust, no-nonsense type of guy. After all, he was a soldier in the Civil War and had managed to farm and fathered 13 children to help him do it. His military record, in a very strange way, brought me a bit closer to him when I discovered that his height was listed as 5 feet 5 inches. Now I know why the top of my head never gets more than 5 feet 2 from my toes. I take after my Grandpa Wilson. When my father died, the writer of obituaries chose to refer to the Civil War as the Rebellion. When my grandfather died, the writer of obituaries chose to refer to the Civil War as the Rebellion. And my grandfather didn't just pass away, he was relieved of his pain by the death angel. And he was promoted from the United Brethren Church to the Church Triumphant. Then the writer of obituaries moved on to even greater emotional heights by declaring that the aged, the middle-aged, youth, and little children mingled their tears over his silent form. I wish I could have known my grandfather Wilson Scaling down his physical stature from what I imagined it to be to what it actually was has in no way diminished my respect for him. He was a good man, stood up for his beliefs, and he raised 13 sons and daughters who in turn became hard-working, respected citizens. More than enough to inspire a granddaughter to speak of him with pride. I am many miles away from the old cemetery, but I know that on Memorial Day it will once again sparkle with flags and flowers, just as I know there was no one left to decorate the graves of my grandparents. How grateful I am that someone who knows nothing at all about our family will honor Alexander Wilson by placing a little white and blue flag beside the stone that bears his name. So that was our spiritual reading. I'm just going to sit back and relax and vegetate. Let's see what Billy Bob's up to. Billy Bob, what has been going on? Oh my gosh, no kidding. You have not been getting any gold because we've been just doing this crazy sale. We'll ring a bell on that one. That's silly. Awful, Billy Bob. Well, we're going to have to get Aunt Barry on it, and then we're going to have to put that stuff out in the garage for a while, though, Billy Bob. Yeah, because, the plague. We're not going to get stuff and start opening it right now. We just wiped down all these groceries, and I know people say you don't have to do it. I'm not risking it. I do the outside wiping down. We have a little system. And then she does the vegetables and stuff like that. And stuff is still sitting out everywhere that doesn't have to go in, have to be put up. Gonna get Joan Rivers out of the way. Yeah, I just wanted to sit here like the good old days, huh? Yeah. We'll get some more jewelry bags soon. Oh, I sold the James Avery. Thank you very much. And we included a silver chain for you to be able to wear it. I picked one, and my friend said, "Are you serious? That is way too long. You need to get one that's going to be appropriate." And so I'm glad I have my friend. She keeps us straightened up. She's got fashion sense. She's got fashion sense and grocery sense. She can get on those apps or whatever, order all that stuff. No pinto beans to be found in any. Well, she said she just wanted the bush, so probably why we didn't get any. Probably why. How's that looking? We got our genie. Y'all want to rub the genie and make a wish? Okay, everybody, think about what you want to do. Make a wish. Alrighty. Got that genie. I just want to get this stuff is bugging me. Because we just want it to be, like uncluttered. I couldn't believe all that stuff was thrown in this little basket I had. Simply crazy. And Olivia's falling down, but she's getting up, and we put some carpet there in front of her water bowl so she doesn't slide. If you can think about being 9 months pregnant and being 94 years old, that's Olivia, and weak, practically at death's door the other day, and then the wonderful vet who's been her vet all this time sent her home. Oh, let's see if we can get her. Aunt Barry's like the indignity sometimes of pushing me around. but she likes Betty, so we need to play and wind down, kind of get back to our roots. This one's still available for $48. If not, I'm going to put it in my treasure box. It's got that Taxco. It's okay, it can go in there. I don't mind. Now, what am I doing? Do we have everybody? Oh my gosh, Lottie. How did I forget? I just forget her, because this looks like a little... Where's she going to go? Henrietta's missing her pearls, too. It's a pitiful. The gang is just pitiful. But, Aunt Barry's been bidding on... Now, this is a little amber piece I like. Got it out of the dump. I miss that dumpster, too, by the way. I really do. Is it still going to light up? No. Amber, Jurassic Park. Yeah, miss the dumpster. I hate competition, y'all know that, so y'all are doing a great job. I just, you know, we're getting stuff sold, and some people are frustrated, and it is what it is. I gotta liquidate some of this. It's jewelry jars that I've gone through for gold and silver is what it is. So it's some good stuff, but I can't keep it all. And we're having fun. But we did. Aunt Barry bid on 4 sterling silver lots. But they're going to go. She put $88 down at 4 times. We got knocked out already, and I haven't checked. And th00 going to go for $200-300. And this is the city we like. And that's why we don't get any in their bags, in their boxes anymore. So Olivia, so she likes to lay on the cool floor, even though I try to put a carpet down because she can get up easier on a carpet. But now the routine is I get a little treat, and beef jerky, just a little piece, works miracles. I learned that when we did that agility training years ago with her to socialize her, that because we used to give them a treat constantly, and I was like, God, I mean, this is ridiculous. Clicker, click, click, treat, treat, treat. But they said you just give them the smallest, basically, taste. I mean, not even as big as Diamond Diva's eyeball. Not even that big. Probably 1/3 of Diamond Diva's eyeball. And so we got beef jerky here, and let me tell you what, that is a motivator for her, because she's got to go potty. That's the thing. You got a potty, it ain't ever gonna happen. But Mommy help you. Let's go have a treat. You know, at 3 in the morning and 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning she gets her breakfast. So Mommy help you, and then she kind of sits up instead of laying on her side. Kind of gets up a little, and I just reach under her arms, and then in the back I kind of try to get under her hip a little, and then she starts standing and gets up. But bless her heart, I looked around today. I walked to the shed to feed the birds. Oh my gosh, my friend ordered a 40-pound bag of the black sunflower seeds, and we were out for 2 days, and the little squirrels, there's one little squirrel that doesn't get much, and I don't know what the problem is. So it's just, you know, it's naive, and it doesn't know. And so today I threw some peanuts, which we've been out of too, threw a handful of those out there and watched them, and it doesn't know to go get the peanuts, but maybe they're too big for it. But it's always out there. Like tonight when I went out again around 7, all the other squirrels are up and gone. And it's down there trying to scrounge around for a few more sunflower seeds. And that just gets me. So I went to the shed, told Olivia, feed the birds, feed the birds. And she knows that means it's not very far, and I feel like it's good right now for her to go ahead and walk if she wants to, because her legs need it. And all of a sudden she's walking next to me, and her nose is all dirty with sand, and it's a sandy spot. And she must have just lost her front legs and boom, face into the dirt. But she got up again and just keeps going. So she's still hungry. She's still able to potty, but it's getting touch and go with her legs. I call them get your legs under you. Your sea legs, your noodly legs, get them under you. Let's get your legs. And then if it's beef jerky, she wants to try to trot to the door, and I'm like, your legs, no, your legs. Oh my God. And then Minka, oh bless her heart, I don't know. She wants me to sit down and stay seated in my recliner so she can sit on my lap. She doesn't want to sit on my friend's lap. My friend wears shorts because she's always hot and I'm always cold. And I got a hot pack all the time. So anyway, more than y'all want to hear, but I'm just kind of sitting here chilling out. So tomorrow, go back to work. We're working from home. And for the rest of May, April and May. And then they got to find a cure. That's all I can say. They got to find something. But, so I can get, I'll probably put an Avon or some kind of pop-up. But I don't know. I might just wait till the evening. But sometimes I can get it on in the morning. And I'm ahead on my work. My phone started blowing up because our work is due at 7 o'clock tonight. And I got mine done. I spent all day Friday doing it. And then finally at about 4, I was able to get some stuff on. And that's why we went ahead and did the videos we did. Trying to get some of these goodies sold. What else? I don't know. This is good stuff. The grapefruit is milder than the lime. The lime has a tangy kick. The flowers, the yard, everything's good. Oh, the cats. Well, she's the mama cat. I'm sure she's got kittens in there. So we do go we do go every day. Feed her one can. We got her canned stuff again, stocked up on the canned and on her dry and all. And she's got her daughter with her. I don't know. She's a little bit like special or something, and she hangs out with mama, and she cries and lets mama know when I'm there or something. She's sweet. Black and white with a little more gray, but they look like Minka in their mannerisms and everything. The tuxedos come out during the day. Other cats you don't see. So one day, I think we're going to see, what is it going to be in about 4 or 5 weeks from now? See like a trail of 4 or 5 little kittens come behind mama. We'll have to film that for y'all. And no, we're not going to get one. We just can't. It would have to be outside, and I don't want to do that. It would go get killed on the street. We live by a busy street. The truck. So they kept the truck like 2 days, ran some more gas out of it. I got it back. The air is blowing hotter than ever. He was like, it's all good to go now. That's what they always say. So what they did was they didn't do anything. They just kept it, pretended. So I'm going to call them tomorrow and say, listen, go ahead and write down everything y'all did, or let me know on the phone. I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to take it to the Dodge dealership. That's always my last hope. And hopefully, it's my dad's truck. He paid for cash in 2000. He passed away in 2006. And the truck had not been very well taken care of because he was disabled and elderly and all. But my friend took a look at it and said, man, we can clean this up. This is a nice truck. So we did, and I'm glad because I don't have anything else from Daddy except for a few little things he brought with him when he came to visit. And he passed away here in town with me, which is good. We knew he was ill. He had a lot of complications with heart disease, diabetes, and all that. Had his leg amputated, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know he would pass away here when he came to visit. But that ended up being the right thing that happened. God was in charge. So I keep that truck. I love it. It drives great. It's the right height. It's the right size. I don't have to worry about it getting a scratch at Walmart. And it's my daddy's, and I love it. And we got a new transmission put in. It's got like 240,000 miles. So somewhere down the road, we got a new transmission. You know, that was one of those. Are we going to keep it? Yeah. Put a new transmission. $3,000, no problem. I mean, it got paid. Then we got a new engine. Oh God, what was that? $4,500. Same. All these people are doing it. They've worked on this truck. That's why I stay with them. We don't have very many mechanics in town, and it used to be the #1 place to go. And then the old man retired, had a stroke, and is in the nursing home. His son runs it, who's never there, and it's just gone to pot. But they know my truck, and they just try to keep it going. So I really am concerned that even the dealership isn't going to know what to do, how to get this. You can't go around to think that it's the air conditioner that's a bigger problem than a new engine or a refurbished engine. They put a new evaporator in. They've run that dye. They've taken out the dash twice. They've done something with seals and O-rings, and I don't know what all they looked at. But we're going to let the dealership deal with it. So that's another thing. I'm going to have to borrow my mom's car, or she's going to drop it off. And then we have to, spray it because her husband keeps going out. So then we have to spray it and wipe it down, get in there with masks, and drive over, drop off the truck in the morning, probably Tuesday morning, bring Mama's car back, then her and her husband can come get it because we're not going anywhere. I'll put out plenty of food for Mama Cat Monday night and let the Dodge keep it 2 days. And then we'll, this has been going on. So that's that story. The dumpster, I don't know. I'm not going because the city order is you're only supposed to go, to the grocery store to get medicine. And I don't want to be touching anything anyway, but at first I wanted to go peek. But I'm just like, with the camera, they can really pop me saying, this person's over here during the city order. I have no business doing that, so I'm not. And then I got busy with whatever, all this liquidating this jewelry stash. It's been fabulous, but it has been fast and furious, and I just want to get it done, I guess. I don't want it to take forever, but we got enough for all summer and then some. So anyway, I'm just touching base. Hope everybody's hanging in there, keeping your chin up. The gang is all here. God bless.